Its Coast Guard seizing a second oil tanker off the Venezuelan coast and now is hunting a third, U.S. officials say. Now, joining us now for reaction to this is American Majority CEO Ned Ryun. So, Ned, oil prices rose on the news that that second tanker was intercepted. We're not talking about a lot of oil supply coming out of Venezuela. What warranted that price increase?
Well, it does have a ripple effect. I would say it doesn't seem like much, Edward, but for some places like Cuba, devastating, existential crisis. I mean, Cuba, if Venezuela's oil, about 70% of it's embargoed, and these oil tankers are trying to get to Cuba. About 40% of Cuba's energy comes from Venezuela. They're in the toughest economic crisis they've had since Castro took power in 1959. If they lose 40% of their power, energy from Venezuela imports, I mean, it might even bring down the Cuban regime. So there's a whole host of domino effects from seizing these tankers. And then it leads into, what do Russia and China do after this in regards to propping up Cuba, if they're even able to do that? So there's a whole host of issues from seizing these tankers that people need to understand.
I'm going to get back into that in a second. There's a pushback against the president's actions on Venezuela. Here's what Republican Senator Rand Paul said. Listen to this.
I consider it a provocation and a prelude to war, and I hope we don't go to war with Venezuela. Look, at any point in time, there are 20, 30 governments around the world that we don't like that are either socialist or communist or have human rights violations. We could really literally go through a couple dozen, but it isn't the job of the American soldier to be the policeman of the world.
But Republican Senator Lindsey Graham seems to be on board with this. Listen to this.
President Trump promised to secure our nation from the scourge of narco-drug trafficking. The kingpin in our backyard is Maduro in Venezuela. They're poisoning America. I applaud President Trump of trying to bring down this narco-terrorist state in Venezuela run by Maduro. They're bad news. Maduro's days are numbered.
So what do you think? Is this a way to get Maduro out without putting American troops in harm's way?
Absolutely. I mean, first of all, there's two things that are funding the Venezuelan regime, Maduro's regime. It's obviously exporting oil and obviously the narcotics. So if we start to squeeze him on both fronts, I think his days are numbered in Venezuela. So I find it kind of an ignorant statement by Rand Paul. I actually applaud, and I consider myself firmly in the America First approach to foreign policy. I applaud the Trump administration for what they're doing with Venezuela. It is a resurrection of the Monroe Doctrine, in which we are to control the Western Hemisphere, not allow Russia or China or anybody else to have undue influence in our hemisphere. So I think this is the right approach.
Yeah, Ned, I appreciate it. I'm going to have to cut this a little bit short. The president is speaking